Hello, hello. Good afternoon. We're here at Retro World Toys and Games. We're going to do some unboxing of LJNs. Scored a couple of managers on pretty crappy cards. So we're just going to unbox them. The good thing is Bradley's here, my son, but 16 years old. He's never had the pleasure of actually unboxing one of these. I've unboxed hundreds of them as a kid. I mean, well, maybe not that much, but quite a few I had. And I'm going to also relive what it feels like to take these hardy bad boys right off the bubble. But I have another one here, and I'm going to let Bradley experience that as well, what I experienced as a kid, and unboxing these beautiful rubbery gems. Let me show you the first one we're going to do. Now, just so you know, here at Retro World, we started the channel. We got a ton of content coming for you. I am learning how to edit things myself. So now and then, maybe right now, we're going to stick with the raw stuff. But eventually, you're going to see me do, the editing and those stupid little and then it's folded into something else. It's going to look retro, too, because I suck. So it's going to look like a podcast from 2004. Got the fancy equipment. Oh, Mr. Kennedy. That's my impression for the day. Whatever happened?
Impact or TNA or something.
I did that show with them at Brown's Concert Cove with the Legends and him.
I did?
Yeah, him and I, we ate a bunch of hog wings together, and then I haven't seen him since. Super cool dude, though.
He's doing good.
If he's around, I hope he's doing great. But anyway, so eventually things are going to get a little better. You're going to see it grow and evolve as we go with our channel here. We're going to start with this Grand Toys, Canadian distributed, Mr. Fuji wrecked card. Just the thing is wrecked. It looks like it was chewed on. Who knows what. Take a quick peek at the back. You see, this is what I love. I love all these. You get the brown boots, Roddy Piper. I'd love to score me one of those.
And Ricky Steamboat.
Hillbilly Jim.
Ricky
Steamboat with red trunks. I actually tried to customize that. But check out this. I don't know if you can see it. Tito Santana. It's totally different shape than the one that they put out. So that's got to be somewhere. I would love to know who has it. Talk to that person. So I'm going to go first because I paid for them. So I'm going to go first, and I'm going to unbox a Mr. Fuji. Nice, fresh mint. Now, as you can see, the bottom of the bubble is broken off, and actually looks like there's some paintware on the feet. But, well, let's save him from his crappy cocoon right now. I haven't done this in so long. Ooh, I'm kind of excited. Oh, I remember that sound.
You do?
Oh, I do. It's a lot harder than I thought. When I was a kid, I was probably, just ripping them apart. Just couldn't wait. They never made it out of the store. Out of the store, I already had them out of the package. Right in like the front lobby of Hills, or we had Child World here back then. If anybody remembers Child World. That sound of that LJN bubble. Fuji's cane is stuck in the bubble damage. And that is separated.
Can I hold the LJN bubble?
Yes, the crappy LJN bubble is now to Bradley. First, I'm going to put the figure aside. Put this aside. The card without him on it, the blaster, the Mr. Fuji. I can't even tell which hook this could have been. It's that destroyed. The back, obviously, I'm going to keep that because there's so much cool stuff. The different prototypes like Tito Santana we never got to see. And then look at, I don't know if anybody ever noticed this. Check out Jimmy Hart's megaphone. It's pink in that one.
What is this?
And Fred Blassie is a totally different shape. So, yeah, I will show you those as well as we go. Mr. Fuji, keeping that card. Here he is. The little gimmick used to come on their back.
Oh, really?
Keep him safe. Yeah, a little plastic thing.
I never knew that.
I'm keeping that, too. Look at that. Mint Mr. Fuji looking like Odd Job. I swear, Vince McMahon loved James Bond movies back in the day. And he'd watch them. Oh, he needs to be cleaned. He needs a figure bath. But Mr. McMahon, I believe, used to watch James Bond movies and then just turn the heels into James Bond villains. You got Odd Job here. $1 Million Man was Goldfinger.
Yeah.
Papa Shango was the one from Live and Let Die. You know, the guy that was in the 7-Up commercial?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm no detective, folks, but I think I pretty much cracked the case on where Vince got his ideas for heels from.
Never thought about that, but I can totally see it.
Yeah, 1985 LJN. W4 is on that one. I don't recall ever see like that. W4. But yeah, as you can see, there's some paint wear on the shoes there because that blister was destroyed. But Mr. Fuji is a beautiful man. Either way, we all love Mr. Fuji. This here, Bradley, you don't know what this is.
No, I don't.
This was one of my favorite parts of these figures when I was a kid. And it comes in a little thing at the bottom of the bubble. You take it out.
Oh.
Yep. Take the little rubber band off that's been there since 1985. And you have a poster. Check this out. I want to be very careful. I'm very fair, but look at that. Mr. Fuji poster. First time this has been unrolled since at least 1985.
At least.
Check that out. Look at that beautiful Mr. Fuji right there. I'm going to roll it back up like in college and put that aside. Mr. Fuji unboxed poster. Now, Bradley.
What's up?
Here we have Classy Freddie Blassie. Now, on the back of this card, you see Freddie Blassie the same as he is here, pretty much. But on the back of Fuji's Canadian card, notice that the cane is in the other hand.
Oh, wait.
Do you see that? And the jacket and the shoes? Do you see the difference between those two? Right there.
Hey, the cane is in the
Yep, once I learn editing, folks, this will be a lot cooler to watch. But there you go. There's a different blade. That means that prototype's out there somewhere. That means if Zack Ryder don't get it, I'm going to want it. If my wife lets me buy. So here we have Classy Freddie on the American card. Obviously still the same cool card in the back. This one has George the Animal. With hair. Only one of those believed to exist. I don't think any made it out yet. But yeah, even that Freddie Blassie's a little different than the real Freddie Blassie, the way Freddie Blassie is now.
That one hand is up.
But Freddie Blassie card's not that bad, but as you could see, it's pretty much hanging off the card. So I'm going to let Bradley see what it's like. Take the rest off and we'll show them to you. There you go, bub. Have at it. Careful. He's classy.
Yeah, he is.
He's a very classy man.
Learn the strategy.
And I'll take that. And that. I'll keep it in there. Boom. The classy one. Bubble. Still somewhat attached. Bradley didn't really get the full effect of unboxing one, but more will pop up that we'll be able to do that too. Look at this classy individual right here. This is a classy man. Somebody's got a little nick on the front. And his 1985 LJN A. So, there's the classy one, Freddie Blassie with his cane.
His pinky rings.
Beautiful man, beautiful pinky rings. I have some custom Freddie Blassies. I love Freddie Blassie. I love everything he did. When I was a kid, I was just like enamored by this old guy that was just made me so angry with whoever he was with, and he had all these flashy clothes. So now every time I get a beat up LJN Classy Freddie, I paint it myself. I'll show you a few of those in one of the upcoming videos. But this was what his poster came in. And boom. Look at that.
That is awesome.
That is the classy one, Fred Blassie.
That is awesome.
Yep, at the Coliseum. Remember, folks, like the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that little bell, wherever it is, so that you get notified when we're here. Go to our Facebook page, like that. Follow us on Instagram, at Retro World Toys and Games. And look for all the awesome updates and new footage coming here. Bubs, what is your slide in here? Tell me your thoughts on unboxing this. Now, when I was a kid, that's what I had to play with, were those big rubber beauties. What are your thoughts?
I love them.
How did it feel to take that big, massive package and try to...
It's so big.
They're hulking, aren't they?
Imagine the Andre.
Well, you know the story behind those, right?
Yeah.
How'd you get this? Keep your hands off my posters. You heard the story about LJNs, right?
Yeah, those were the tulips. They're supposed to be the bendies.
Yeah, when they make toys, they make them big. So they get all the detail in there, and then they shrink them down to size. So that they're playable, more cost-effective to make, ship, sell, put on pegs, everything. Those were supposed to be shorter, but when they made them in this size as a 2-up, just bigger for more detail, they were in such a hurry to get with the stores to sell them to Toys R Us and Child World and all those places that they sent these out with the salesmen. So as the executives from the big toy stores were playing with them, they loved them because they were so big and they're smashing them. And they're like, kids are going to love these. Kids are going to leave these. They fell in love with them so much the way they were, they kept them this size. So this wasn't even supposed to happen. But I loved it. It's my entire childhood. That's what I remember. And we're going to do more reviews on LJNs and stuff like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Bradley. He's going to play with some. Kid in this day and age, with all the technology they have, I'm going to give him some LJNs and a sling 'em, fling 'em ring. And we're going to watch him play with them. It'll be like that time we let him play Atari. And in Pitfall, when you have to go over the alligators, he says, Dad, what's with the dog? So hopefully we'll get the same type of just glorious moments like we did when we let him play Atari. And he asked me which button was the jump button on the Atari. There's only one button. So we're going to do the same thing with the LJNs, and let's see if he has some more of those great moments. Other than that, thank you for joining us. Watch us, like, subscribe, share it with everybody. Everybody in the world, and our love for LJNs and old-ass toys. Leave comments. I'll try to answer everything I could. And love y'all. Talk to you later.